The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman basketball on the Eagles Sports Network.
Two defenders, chucks up a runner, it hits, count it, and one.
We're getting you set for game day with a countdown to tip-off powered by the Appalachian Electric Cooperative.
Deadeye! A dagger for Nick! Nobody has made more threes in Division II history than Nick Brennigan.
Carson-Newman basketball is brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative. We're AEC, powering the Eagles and Mossy Creek. By Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. By the Eagle Club, the family of Eagles. By Magaha Electric, providing quality electrical services and products to East Tennessee for more than 40 years. By First Bank, the official banking partner of Carson-Newman Athletics. By InterDigital, IT support and marketing, laser focused on your success. By Fresh Ideas, a foundation of fresh food and speedy service. By Lisa's Country Kitchen, the best food for the best prices. By Food City, value every day. By Premier Building Maintenance, delivering service with pride. By Trilite, dream big with Gig. By Modern Woodman Financial Planning, touching lives and securing futures. By the Mossy Creek Roasting Company, family-owned and operated, coffee fueling the Burke Tar Stadium press box. And by the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Now, here's the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier.
Greetings, salutations, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you courtside to Tex Turner Arena, where Carson-Newman and Lincoln Memorial square off for the 225th time all time. For Carson-Newman, the hope is a return to paradise. A nice sandy beach and a blue lagoon, everything that you would want. And a win in Harrogate, something that Carson-Newman hasn't tasted in 10 tries. It's been more than a decade since Carson-Newman has picked up a win here at Tex Turner Arena, something almost as rare as a Pink Panther diamond. We'll see if Carson-Newman can pull that off here today against LMU. Eagles are 13-9, 8-8 in the league. Rail Splitters are 14-8, 10-6 in the SAC, and both these teams have SAC seeding and NCAA tournament aspirations. It's a big one here in Harrogate. How it all shakes out, we'll check in with Chuck Benson, get his pregame thoughts when we come back after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
Future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
An interview with head coach Chuck Benson heads your way in 60 seconds on the Eagles Sports Network.
There's new fresh ideas on campus. From Chick-fil-A to Maples Coffee to Sabarijos, Fresh Ideas has tons of high-quality dining options for whatever taste you may need. Sabarijos is open Monday through Friday for lunch and dinner in the Health Sciences Building. Sabarijos features all your Mexican favorites, from burritos to nachos to quesadillas to tacos to anything you can think of in a tortilla. Follow Fresh Ideas on Instagram at Carson-Newman Dining.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Time to check in with the Eagles head coach. Here's Chuck Benson alongside the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier.
Back on the AEC countdown to tip-off, coming to you tonight from Harriet, Tennessee, and Tex Turner Arena, 225th all-time meeting between Carson-Newman and Lincoln Memorial. I'm Adam Cavalier alongside head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. Chuck taking on an LMU team that beat you earlier in the season, but after that game, I think your words were, we did this to ourselves at some point. 19 turnovers, 25 points off those turnovers for the Rail Splitters. How can you handle the LMU pressure better the second time around tonight?
We've got some really very specific targets related to taking care of the basketball for this game. We've had 2 good days of preparation, and so our guys are really clear in their understanding of what we're striving to achieve in terms of taking care of the basketball. Now it's time to play and see how it goes. Like I said, sometimes I think being a little bit more specific about the turnover portion of the game can have benefit. We don't really talk about it. Historically, I've not talked about turnovers a lot because I think it sort of becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. But we want to try to get out ahead of this a little bit and make it a bigger point to our guys going into this game.
I know you enjoy your secret recipes and don't want to reveal too much about what goes into the sauce, but can you give a concrete example of one of those targets where you do feel a little bit more comfortable with making that public knowledge?
For sure. They're a pretty unique defensive coverage on baseline out-of-bound plays. They sort of run a blended zone trap that transitions to man after the ball's in bounds. And a lot of those turnovers tend to happen in the deep corner on the ball side on an entry pass. So we showed our team where we had a couple of mistakes in our first game in that particular situation, and we came up with some solutions that we're going to display in this game. So we sort of compartmentalized it and looked at where we found the turnovers to come in areas that we feel like we could easily remedy and thus drive the overall number down.
Adam Cavalier alongside head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. You look at LMU offensively, and we mentioned this the first time that you played them. There's not that one just player of the year candidate that they have. It's more by committee. They have the highest scoring bench in the league. That's 9th in the country. Does your approach change defensively at all, bearing that in mind from the first meeting?
We're keeping everything on the books as a possibility. We're going to start out in our man, but we're going to be prepared to go our zone. We're going to have some aggressive coverages on post feeds and even on some ball screens. I've really liked how we've been trending over the last few weeks with our defense, and I think our guys have a greater sense of confidence in our defense at this point, and really in our defense rebounding, which is critically important. If you get stops, you need to get rebounds. So nothing is going to be off the table, and we're going to be floating around, sort of keeping them off balance as the game unfolds.
Rylan Houck has had a quality last 3 weeks where he's started to round into form. Obviously, you know what you have in Jack Browder, but how critical is it for a guy like a Rylan to come forth and consistently deliver 14.7 rebounds a night?
Well, I'm liking how Rylan is coming into his own. We knew it might take a little bit of time. I mean, he had not gotten a lot of chances to play before he transferred here, and now he's playing a lot. And so his confidence is growing, and his the experiences now he's able to stack, the positive experiences he can stack, allows that confidence to take quantum jumps. So I love where he's at, and then also I think we've got to have. We've got 2 other seniors. We've got Khalees and Braden, and I think both those guys understand that going into this last 3 weeks of the season, that they've got to be playing some high and consistent basketball as well. So everybody's got to add something to the soup for this to turn out right.
All right, Chuck. Pleasure as always. Good luck with the salt, pepper, and everything else. Some bay leaves that goes into a delicious sauce tonight.
Never underestimate the power of a stick of cinnamon, Cav.
All right. It's head coach Chuck Benson. Starting lineups headed your way when the AEC countdown to tip-off returns after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices. Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Don't go anywhere. Tip-off is next.
Trip Davis, marvelous, with the hands on one end and the guile to finish on the other.
More CN memories are headed your way on the Eagles Sports Network.
Power comes with not only having a voice, but knowing that it is heard. As part of an electric co-op, you're not just getting electricity, you're getting the power to have your voice heard and the opportunity to work together with your community to create a better tomorrow. Here, you're not just a customer, you're a member. AEC, empowering voices just like yours.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel, from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
This
Bounce feed inside, Browder right block through contact. He gets it to go.
is Carson-Newman men's basketball on the Eagle Sports Network.
To the cup, right hand leaner, rolls off front side. John's there for the tip. Who's hit it? Who's hit it? Carson-Newman celebrates.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative, Domino's, Fresh Ideas, by the Eagle Club, First Bank, by Magaha Electric, Inner Digital, by Food City, by the Eagle Shop, Tri-Light, by Premier Building Maintenance, by Modern Woodman Financial Planning, by the Mossy Creek Roasting Company, and by Lisa's Country Kitchen.
Now back to the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier.
We arrive back in a darkened Tex Turner Arena as Lincoln Memorial's starting lineup is being presented to the crowd of hundreds on hand here today. And we'll go ahead and get you squared away with the starting fives for LMU at 14-8 and 10-6 in league play. Tony Jasic trots out a lineup that features 4 guards and a forward. The guards, Nate Mims, averaging 11.9 points per game. He's a graduate transfer out of Cleveland, Ohio, by way of West Virginia State. He had 14 in the first meeting. He's joined in the backcourt by Ashton Penniman. Penniman, a 6-foot, 165-pound junior out of Monticello, Georgia, averages 6.6 a game, but had 13, 4, and 6 in the meeting in Holt. Then Jaden Spearman, 6'4", 175 pounds, out of Phoenix City, Alabama. And Armand Girard, 6'1", 170 pounds, out of Indianapolis, Indiana, UIndy transfer. The lone post in the lineup for the Rail Splitters is Walter Campbell, 6'7", 220-pound junior out of Frankfort, Kentucky. Carson-Newman starting five is what you would expect for a 22nd time out of 23 games. Carson-Newman runs with the starting five of Jack Browder, Rylan Houck, Braden Illick, Khalees Fry, and Matt Bilbray. Browder needs 15 points to get to 1,900 in his career, while he didn't shoulder the scoring load, I should say. No, yes, he did. He did shoulder the scoring load the first time these teams got together with 17 points, but it snapped a streak of 9 straight games where he scored 20 in a loss for the Eagles in Holt Fieldhouse, 70-58 back on January 14th. Eagles in the road blues, blue tops, blue shorts, white numerals trimmed in orange, all white home jerseys for the Rail Splitters, blue numerals with gray trim. David Carter puts the ball in the air. Braden Illick controls the tap, gets it to Jack Browder, and the Eagles move from right to left against LMU's pressure defense to open up this contest. Fry, left wing with a basketball. LMU does not defend him. Fry slips it to Browder in the right corner. Quick trigger on a fading three. Missed it short off the right iron. Long rebound into the right corner. Gerard corrals. And the Rail Splitters bring it from left to right. Left point, Spearman. Out to the head of the key, Nate Mims. Around to the right wing for Penniman. Penniman, right baseline drive cut off by Browder. Circles it back out to the right wing for Mims. 11 to shoot against the Eagles' man defense. Left of the lane into the high post for Campbell. Switch it right wing, Penniman. 4 to shoot. Kick into the corner, deflected out by Fry. Stays with LMU, but 2 on the shot clock. Eagle fans, AEC is your local electric co-op service you can trust and value, you can depend on. Powering Mossy Creek, where AEC, powering what matters most. Inbounds comes right wing. Here's a three for Gerard. Glances off the front iron, but an offensive rebound for Campbell. One power dribble. Kick left corner. Penniman, second chance for the Rail Splitters. Right wing. Spearman a three. He launches and hits. 3-0 LMU the lead. 1:05 into the contest. Rail Splitters take advantage of the second chance points. Eagles the other way. Bilbray, right elbow, pull up 15-footer, off the mark. Illick got a paw to the rebound. It's into the left corner and saved in by Armand Gerard. Rail Splitters run the other way. Down the left side of the lane goes Nate Mims, and he's fouled by Braden Illick. First on Illick, first on the Eagles. 2 free throws for Nate Mims. Mims 14.7 rebounds the first time these teams got together. He's looking to extend an early 3-0 lead for the Rail Splitters, 83 seconds in. Mims spins the ball into his right hand, shoots it with his left, and the West Virginia State transfers off the mark to the left. Career 74.4% free throw shooter. Probably not exactly a standard deviation below the mean. He's at 73.8% here in his grad transfer year. Second one's on the way. It rolls home. 4-0. The start for the Rail Splitters with 18:35 to play in the first half. Bilbray over the timeline, center court for Carson-Newman against Penniman. Penniman defends him. Bilbray flashes, left elbow, step back 15-footer, halfway down and out. Fry and Spearman scrap for the rebound, but Spearman wins the battle in the right corner. Rail Splitters bring it left to right, ahead by 4, 18-13 to play first half. LMU onto the offensive end. Spearman in the right corner. Muscles inside. Kick out top of the key. Penniman. A bounce feed inside. Stolen by Fry. Outlets it to Browder. Browder runs it down. Gets it into the front court. Takes it inside and has his shot goaltended. Count the basket for Jack Browder. The trailer, Nate Mims, redirected it as it was coming down. Browder's goaltended layup puts the Eagles on the board. And it's 4-2 with 17:58 to go in the first half. LMU onto the offensive end. Right corner for Jaden Spearman. Out to the right wing. Walter Campbell tries a triple, and the 32% shooter knocks it down. 7-2, Rail Splitters with their biggest lead of the early going, up by 5 with 17:30 to play in the first half. Eagles onto the offensive end. Bilbray, free throw line, gets it right block, zips it Fry, left block, draws a double team, shoots out of it. Didn't get it to fall, got his own miss. Fry kicks Houck, extra pass Browder, back to Houck, left wing. Drop it off Fry, left baseline. Circles it out to the left wing, slips it to Illick, right block. Illick blows the bunny. Nate Mims grabs the rebound. The Eagles with 2 good looks at the hole. Couldn't get either one down. Rail Splitters onto the offensive end. Right corner, a catch 3. Rattles off right side from Jaden Spearman. Browder rises up to pull down the rebound, and the Eagles bring it right to left down 5. Browder down the right side of the paint. Draws contact. Hangs, doesn't hit off the window. Nate Mims, the rebound, left block for the Rail Splitters. LMU moves it left to right, leading 7-2, 16:45 to play first half. Head of the key 3, toilet bowls out from Pinnaman. Illick seizes the rebound on the left block for the Eagles. Carson-Newman gets in transition. Bilbright drops it off Fry, left block. Pumps, kicks, Houck, left wing, 3 ball. Left it off to the right. Bilbray slashes the rebound to Illick, who takes it in. He can't finish through contact. Campbell grabs the rebound. And his whistle foul on Illick. That's a second on Illick. Team second. A lot of beating and banging inside. And so far, outside of fouls called on Carson-Newman on reaches, the officials letting the teams play through contact in the paint. 7-2 the start for LMU with 16:27 to play in the first half. Rail Splitters move the ball from left to right. Left wing for Drew Lewis. Lewis into the paint. Teardrop with the left hand. Toilet bowls in. 7-point lead for LMU. 9-2. 16:08 to play in the first half. Lewis is with his first points. LMU a 9-2 run to open up this contest. Eagles have not seen the ball go in the bucket. Their only point scored came on a goaltend. Fry dumps to Browder, left block. He turns, shoots, and hits with the right hand teardrop. Got the 6-foot hook to go. 9-4, Eagles down 5, 15:43 to play. Rolling first half clock. Rail Splitters onto the offensive end. Pinnaman runs the point, gets it over to Lewis, left wing. Lewis drives on Uosis. Pass intercepted by Browder. Browder up the right sideline to Uosis. Finds Houck, right wing. Houck for Browder, head of the key. Loose ball. Browder grabs it. 2 passes. Uosis, right corner. Uosis bounce feed to a cutting Houck. Lost it going up. Gathers back, right block, and finishes through contact on Walter Campbell. 4 in a row for the Eagles. They're down by a triple. 9-6, 15:15 to go in the first half. Rail Splitters onto the offensive end. Lewis, head of the key. Pink shoes, flashes it left wing Armand Girard. Back to the right point, Pinnaman. Right around a Campbell screen. Low bounce feed, right baseline. Nate Mims, 8 to shoot. Around to the right wing, Pinnaman into the paint. Fades from 15. Free throw line jumper's good past Browder's outstretched left hand. 11-6, Rail Splitters by 5. 14:45 to play in the opening half. Eagles work the basketball from right to left. Fry at the head of the key. Chest pass, Houck, left wing. Houck drives baseline, gets to the cup. A lot of contact, no whistle as Mims hits the deck. Campbell grabs the rebound. Splitters up 5, moving left to right. Campbell, right point. He fires a triple. Front of the 10 won't go down. Browder collapses down for the rebound. And the Eagles bring it from right to left. Bilbray driving, stepping back. 10-footer, swishes in left of the lane. First points for Matt Bilbray. LMU 11, Carson-Newman 8. 6 minutes into the first half. Rail Splitters take the air out of the basketball as they bring it front court. Left wing for Girard. Bilbray defends him man-to-man. Girard 11 to shoot, right around a Campbell screen. Now moves left, scrapes left baseline, fires a 17-foot 2. It's off the mark, back of the rim. Fry snares the miss, and the Eagles work right to left with it. Bilbray between the rings, the 3 would tie it. Switches it, Houck left wing into Browder's hands left corner. Catch 3 on the way, it's strong. Rebound tipped up by Girard, controlled by Campbell on the left block. And LMU brings it from left to right ahead by 3. 13:20 to play in the first half. Still haven't had our under 4 media. Lob off the backboard from Pinnaman. Browder takes it off the carom. Bounce feed ahead, Fry running the lane. Fry throws it down with the right hand. Khalees Fry runs the lane and throws it down for the Eagles. They're within a point. LMU, do the Rail Splitters have an answer? No, the right wing three from Girard's off the mark. Browder has another rebound. And the Eagles can grab their first lead of the day after trailing by 7. Browder slaloming, right side of the paint. His layup off the side of the backboard. Mims corrals on the right block. The Rail Splitters move it left to right ahead by 1. Penniman runs the point between the rings. Browder defends him man-to-man. Penniman dribbles over to the right wing. Tosses to the high post for Nate Mims. Mims skips right corner for Girard. Back to the head of the key. Nate Mims launches a three. Barely grazes the front iron. It's out of bounds. And at long last, we come to our under 16 media timeout with 12:22 on the clock. LMU started this game on a 9-2 run. It has been an 8-2 burst for the Eagles since then. 11-10. Rail Splitters lead it with 12:22 to play in the first half. This is the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
11-10, pardon me. Lincoln Memorial leads Carson-Newman. 12:22 to go in the first half. Eagle fans, Domino's is the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. So when you're hungry, reach for Domino's. Large one-topping pizzas are $6.99 with your Carson-Newman ID. Domino's, that is the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. 11-10, Rail Splitters leading, but Carson-Newman has an opportunity to take its first lead of the day on this possession. 8-2 scoring run for the Eagles after LMU started with a 9-2 burst, but it's a turnover on this possession. An entry pass intercepted by Emmanuel James. Rail Splitters run it left to right. Spearman out to the top of the key for E.J. Smith. Smith lobs right wing for Spearman. Spearman dribbles right down the side of the lane on Houck. Backs it out right corner for Lewis. Lewis baseline drive, zip it left wing. Smith a three. Back iron no. Rebound poked up but corralled. Middle of the lane by Spearman. Second chance. Mims drive, dish, left wing for E.J. Smith. Smith. Crossover dribble. Enters into the lane. Down the right side of the paint. Flips it up on Uosis. That won't fall. Jace Herman is there. His first action since the opening day. To grab the rebound for Carson-Newman. Does provide some length at the point guard spot. And Herman getting some run here. Herman with the basketball right wing. Herman, Uosis, Brown, Browder, and Houck on the floor for Carson-Newman. Uosis dispossessed at the top of the key. It's loose and grabbed by Emmanuel James. James takes off and throws it down with two hands for the Rail Splitters. LMU 13, Carson-Newman 10. That breaks a 3-minute, 20-second scoring drought for Lincoln Memorial. Eagles on to the offensive end. Carson-Newman hasn't scored in 2-10. That drought continues. A turnover on a pass into the left corner, intercepted by Emmanuel James. Back-to-back steals for him. Ends up in the right corner for Jaden Spearman. He fades for three and hits. Timeout, Chuck Benson. Carson-Newman had played quality defense for 3.5 minutes. LMU hadn't scored, and all of a sudden, the Rail Splitters with a quick 5-0 burst to get back up by 6. We'll step aside for a break. 10:31 to play in the first half. LMU 16, Carson-Newman 10. 5 straight for the Rail Splitters. Eagles call timeout. Look to stop the skid when we come back after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
Looking to make your home more comfortable and affordable? Maybe with a new electric heat pump or new attic insulation? And don't forget new doors and windows. AEC is here to help. We have a quality contractor network, easy financing, and incentives for home upgrades. Plus, AEC carefully inspects every job to ensure the highest quality satisfaction. Visit our website at aeccoop.org for applications, contractor lists, and more details. AEC, power what matters most.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
10:31 to play in the first half. Lincoln Memorial has rattled off 5 straight. After going 3.5 minutes without scoring, it's a 16-10 lead for the Rail Splitters with 10:31 to play in the first half. But Carson-Newman has also entered into a scoring lull. The Eagles looking for their first points in 2.5 minutes. Bilbray dribbles the ball off of E.J. Smith's foot. Gets it across the timeline. Bilbray down the left side of the paint. Underhand flip Fry. Fry through contact. Finishes with the right hand. Felice Fry has 4 points. Stops the 5-0 Rail Splitter burst. Pulls Carson-Newman within 4. 16-12 at the 10-minute mark of the first half. Lewis in the middle of the lane. Slips, kicks, right wing Smith. Smith drives on Browder all the way to the cup. He scoops it in off the window. First points for E.J. Smith, 18-12. Rail Splitters up by 6. 9:47 to go in the first half. Carson-Newman 35% from the field. Bilbray at the left elbow. Twisting, turning, finds Fry right block, into the right corner, a shovel for Houck. His three's down. Rylan Houck connects from distance. He's got 5. Carson-Newman's down a triple, 18-15, 9:28 to go first half. LMU front court. Right wing for Drew Lewis. Pump takes a 3, now dribbles between his legs, drives on Houck. Stops right block, bounces Mims right elbow. Skip it out to the left wing Smith. Jab step with a teal left foot. Right around a James screen to the free throw line. Stops with 6 to shoot. Bounces right wing Mims. 4 and 3. Mims drives. Kicks Smith. Keyhole jumper from 17. Planks off the side of the backboard. Shot clock violation. Carson-Newman ball. Eagles with a quality defensive possession. And the ball back to the Eagles. Looking to tie this one up. LMU started the game on a 9-2 run. Eagles got within a point. Couldn't get over the hump. LMU answered with 5 in a row. And now Carson-Newman a chance for a little mini run. Browder left of the lane. His 10-foot tier drops off the mark. Rebound scrambled for and grabbed by Mims underneath the basket. Rail Splitters on the hop left to right. Smith sends it left wing for Drew Lewis. Lewis. Mosey's left around James screen. Feeds it into the high post for Mims. Mims down the right side of the paint. Through contact, no off the window. Browder snares his 4th rebound. Outlets it to Fry running the lane. The finger roll falls. Counted and 1. Great feed, elite finish. Carson-Newman gets Fry to the bucket. And he has a chance to tie this game at the stripe on a 5-0 run. 8:22 to play in the first half, 18-17. Rail Splitters the lead. Browder dropping the three-quarter court dime to get Fry to the bucket for the deuce. He's got 6. And Calise to the stripe looking to even this one up at 18 apiece. Fry. 2 dribbles, spins the ball into his left hand, shoots it with his right, and the and one free throws through. 6-0 run for the Eagles to answer the Rail Splitters 5-0 burst. And this game is tied at 18 with 8:18 to go in the first half. Rail Splitters onto the offensive end. Smith runs the point between the rings. Left hand dribbles, bounces to the left elbow, and a whistle and a foul on Calise Fry as he came out to defend Walter Campbell. First on Fry, 3rd on the Eagles. There have only been 3 fouls called in this game. 4 fouls. 3 of them on Carson-Newman, 2 of them on Braden Illick, and he's back in the game with 2 personals. Left wing, a drive, a dish. Right wing for Girard. 8 and 7. Girard scrapes right around the screen. Chest pass into the right corner. Smith launches a 3. Halfway down and out. James tips the rebound up but can't corral it. Illick, the one that plucks it from the sky underneath the basket. The Eagles can grab their first lead of the day. Going right to left with 7:37 to play in the first half and blue jerseys. Matt Bilbray handling in white sneakers between the rings. He floats to the free throw line, fades from 15, and it rims off left side into Jaden Spearman's arms. LMU onto the offensive end. Smith drives left on Browder. Cut him off on his way to the bucket. Smith peels it back out to the top of the key. Gets it into Girard's arms. Girard left around a Campbell screen. Chest pass left wing Smith. Smith Euro into the bucket. Shucks one up. It's off the backboard. In and out and into Browder's arms for a 5th rebound. LMU hasn't scored in 2.5 minutes. Eagles are on a 6-0 run looking for their first lead. Browder drives the left side of the lane. Hits Fry cutting. Pumps. Gets Campbell airborne. Lays it up. No call. Short front of the 10. Officials letting them play tonight. It's been called evenly but loosely. Contact not getting teams to the line inside. Rail splitters grab the rebound and move it left to right. Right wing for Jaden Spearman. Spearman pulls from range. Left it short. Fry the rebound. Outlets it up the left sideline to Houck. Does not have numbers. 1-on-3. He'll get it to Bilbray, who settles into the half court. Pulls a left wing triple. Bullseye! 9 straight for Carson-Newman. Eagles have their first lead. Timeout, Lincoln Memorial. 9-0 run for Carson-Newman in the last 3 minutes. LMU hasn't scored in 3.5 minutes. 6:26 to play in the first half. Carson-Newman 21. Lincoln Memorial 18. We're back to Tex Turner Arena after these messages on the Eagle Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser-focused on your success.
In 2025, we celebrate 130 years of Carson-Newman athletics. Over the years, the teams at Carson-Newman have been known for their toughness and Christian spirit. Through the decades, teams and individuals playing at the highest levels have brought recognition for this little school on the banks of Mossy Creek. While we remember the past, we look towards the future. So join the Eagle Club today as we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities. Talons up.
Join the Eagle Club today. Visit cneagles.com/Eagle Club.
6:26 to go in the first half. Carson-Newman has rallied from a 7-point deficit, rattled off a 9-0 run, and now the Eagles have their first lead of the day, 21-18 over Lincoln Memorial with 6:26 to go in the first half. Rail splitters haven't scored in 3 minutes and 27 seconds. Hey, Eagle fans, Lisa's Country Kitchen serves the best home-cooked meals that the Lakeway region has to offer. Lisa's Country Kitchen, the official restaurant of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Rail splitters have missed their last 5 shots. They've turned it over 5 times as well. LMU, Mims, Penman, Spearman, Girard, and Campbell on the floor. Head of the key for Armand Girard. We haven't seen his twin brother Ahmad yet today. Left elbow, Spearman fires a 15-footer and swishes it. Stops a 3.5-minute LMU scoring drought, pulls them within 1. 21-20, 6 minutes on the nose left in the first half. Both teams shooting below 40% from the field for the game. Browder, left baseline. Zips it Fry at the free throw line. Bounces to Houck cutting down the left side of the lane. Houck takes it up with the right hand and finishes through contact on Jaden Spearman. Tough take for Rylan Houck. He bangs his way inside and has 7 points. 23-20. Eagles by a triple. 5:35 to play first half. LMU onto the offensive end. Right elbow, Girard. Send it into the left corner for Penniman. Penniman coasts into the paint. Gets it out to the head of the key for Spearman. Spearman down the left side of the lane. Kick out Penniman, head of the key. Goes behind the back, left around a Campbell screen. Fires a long 2 and swishes it from 17 from the left point. Browder went under the screen, closed out, got a high hand up. Penniman still made it. 23-22, Eagles by a point. 5:07 to play in the first half. C in front court. Bilbray pulls up to the right elbow, got blocked, got it back, finds Fry, kick out Illick right wing, wide open look from deep, on line but short off the front of the rim. Girard rises for the rebound left of the lane. And the Rail Splitters can retake the lead on this possession. Left elbow for Penniman. Out to the head of the key for Armand Girard. Girard doesn't take a screen, instead moves left through the lane, chucks up a runner, it's airballed. Try the rebound. No fouls on contact on drives. That's been consistent. Browder down the right side of the paint. Hangs, hits through contact with Campbell. Jack Browder has 6 points. He's 9 away from 1,900 for his career. And the Eagles back up 3, 25-22 with 4:20 to play in the first half. LMU onto the offensive end. Spearman to the head of the key for Mims. Mims zips it with the left hand, left corner for Penniman. Penniman to the free throw line, back out left corner. Mims, baseline drive, layup, airball. Fry swatted the miss. In the contact, Bilbray the rebound. David Carter and Josh Pitto and company letting them play here today. The Eagles look to extend a 3-point lead on this possession. Bilbray down the right side of the paint, flips it Fry, cuts through contact. There's so much contact inside. Officials not whistling anything. It was an air ball. LMU the rebound. Left wing for Armand Girard. He launches a 3. It bounces over the backboard and is out of bounds to Carson-Newman. 3:31 to play in the first half. Carson-Newman 25, LMU 22. Eagles fell behind by 7, but used a 9-0 run in a 3.5-minute LMU scoring drought to grab the lead in this one. Neither team shooting the ball that well. Both teams below 40%. But the Eagles up 3 on the road here in the waning stages of the first half on the Eagle Sports Network.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
We got an old-fashioned slobber knocker cooked up here in Tex Turner Arena. A brutishly physical game that has only seen 4 fouls called. You want to drive the ball inside? I mean, do so at your own peril because contact is not drawing whistles today. It has been officiated consistently. But things that probably have been whistled for fouls throughout this season have not been today, but it has been consistent. Carson-Newman basketball out of the break with a 25-22 lead. Bilbray, head of the key, slaloms inside, bounces Browder, cutting the basket, reverse layup, no. Illick an offensive rebound, kick out, Bilbray, head of the key, triple, yes, can, Matt Bilbray. Eagles up 6, their biggest lead of the day, 28-22 with 3:04 to play in the first half. Rail Splitters onto the offensive end. Right wing for Spearman, chest pass right corner, Penniman. Penniman points to a spot, moves left around a Campbell's screen, fires a long 2, it's short. Nobody boxed out the shooter. Penniman takes it, drives, dishes, Mims, head of the key, floats a pass left wing for Spearman. Spearman zips cross court, right corner, Penniman. Around to Mims, right wing, 4-round-1 for the Rail Splitters against maybe matchup zone. Eagles might have switched. 4-3 to shoot. Right baseline, Penniman drives. 2-1, fades from 15. Tough shot. Got it to go. 4-point game, 28-24. Rail Splitters within a quartet of points. Penniman has 6. 2:20 to play in the first half. Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. It's located in the MSAC Grand Hall. Visit them online at eagleshop.cn.edu. Turnover. Bilbray's pass, Errett, intercepted by Gerard. Gerard to the rim, throws it down with two hands. 4 quick points for Lincoln Memorial. Rail Splitters within a deuce, 28-26. 2 minutes on the nose left in the first half. Carson-Newman front court. Bilbray accelerating, stops right wing, gets Carson-Newman to its offensive set. Bilbray moseys inside, pivots around, loops a pass that's deflected by Mims, back to Bilbray on the right wing. 10-9 to shoot. Bilbray, 8-7, left wing. Bilbray through traffic, pull up, 10-footer. Toilet bowls out left side. Fry an offensive rebound, goes back up and lays it in with the right hand. 9 first half points for Khalees Fry on 4 of 8 shooting. The Eagles and Rail Splitters are even on the glass, and Carson-Newman's up by 4. 30-26 with 80 seconds left in the first half. A drive, a layup, Penniman long through contact with Browder. Fry gobbles up a 7th rebound, and the Eagles bring it right to left with a 4-point lead and 65 seconds left in the first half. Browder to the head of the key, moves right around a Fry's screen, pulls up right to the paint. His right-handed 10-footers long off the heel. A long rebound for Penniman on the right baseline, and the Rail Splitters onto the offensive end down 4. Inside it goes for Jaden Spearman. Kicks to the head of the key for Gerard. Gerard inside on Hout through contact. He lays it in off the glass. 30-28, Eagles by a pair. 37 seconds left in the first half. How about this play for Jack Browder? How about this play for Matt Bilbray? The Eagles let 7 seconds come off the clock before they inbound it and pick it up, thus eliminating the shot clock, and Carson-Newman plays for the final shot of the first half. Heady move there for Carson-Newman. Chuck Benson does not have his use it or lose it timeout. 10 seconds left. Bilbray, 8-7, dribbling on top of the center court logo. 6-5, Bilbray head of the key, pull up 3. He airballed it, but was fouled from behind by Penniman trailing around the screen. No, it's not Pitt. The PA announced James. It's not 1. Official saw the jersey, thought 1. It's definitely on Penniman. Emmanuel James isn't on the floor. That's the first on Penniman, the second on LMU. And Matt Bilbray to the stripe with 3.7 seconds left with 3 free throws. He calmly connects on the first. 9 first half points for Matt Bilbray. Officials say, head to your benches. They're going to review this play to make sure it is a 3-shot foul. So David Carter heads over to the monitor. That gives us a chance to let you know that serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, they are your East Tennessee electrical contracting source. Also a reminder, fans, that InterDigital strives to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. Visit InterDigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services. InterDigital, they are laser-focused on your success. It is a 3-shot foul on viewing the footage. Felt that way without question live. And so 2 more free throws for Matt Bilbray. He's already made 1 to make it a 3-point game. And now looking for 2 more. Defensive grinder here in Harrogate. Both teams shooting below 40% from the field in what has been a physical contest. Only 5 fouls called in this one. Bilbray's second rattles off to the left side. And of those 5 fouls, exactly none on drives to the basket. Second free throw for Matt Bilbray. The third free throw. It's through. 4-point lead. 32-28 with 3.7 to go in the first half. The floor to go. Inbounds comes to Penniman at the timeline. Slaloms to the head of the key. Penniman launches a 3. It's off the front of the 10. And that is how the first half comes to a close. 32-28. Carson-Newman leads it at the break at Lincoln Memorial. Carson-Newman, high-quality defensive effort limiting the rail splitters to 38.7% from the field. Eagles took good care of the basketball in the first half. 4 turnovers compared to 19 in the meeting inside of Holt Fieldhouse. 32-28. Eagles, the lead at the halftime break. Eagles Shop halftime report heads your way after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser-focused on your success.
AEC is a distributor of Marathon energy-efficient water heaters. We offer 30-gallon to 105-gallon tanks. Marathon water heaters are durable, lightweight, and under warranty to not leak as long as you own your home. Foam insulation allows these thermal storage units to provide long-term temperature control. Marathon's lightweight tank is easier to maneuver and position, and the bowl-shaped tank bottom allows complete sediment drain. AEC, empowering efficiency.
It's halftime. We'll head back to the arena for the Eagles Shop halftime report in 60 seconds. This is the Eagles Sports Network.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel, from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
It's halftime on the Eagles Sports Network. Highlights, a check of the Eagles Shop scoreboard, and stats are headed your way.
Fly takes it away from him. Fry runs the middle of the lane and throws it down with the right hand.
Now let's head back to the arena. Here's the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier.
Halftime in Harrogate at Tex Turner Arena, and Carson-Newman holds a 32-28 halftime lead on Lincoln Memorial. The Eagles limit the rail splitters to 37.5% shooting. LMU goes 3 of 14 from beyond the arc, and the Eagles take advantage of a 3.5-minute scoring drought for Lincoln Memorial around the midpoint of the first half to turn what was as large as a 7-point deficit into as big as a 6-point lead. It came on the heels of, depending on how you want to look at it, either a 9-0 or a 12-2 Carson-Newman run. That rally responding to the 9-2 start to the game for Lincoln Memorial. This game has been really, really physical. Both these teams have struggled to score on drives, and that has come in part because of how this game is being officiated. It has been officiated loosely. Officials are letting them beat and bang inside, letting things go, letting them play, a little rope-a-dope, and so far it has favored Carson-Newman. There is exactly one foul called in this game on a drive, and it was a Khalees Fry and one. That's it. 5 fouls total. 3 for Carson-Newman, 2 on Lincoln Memorial. Everything else was either a reach or, in one case for LMU, a foul on Matt Bilbray on the wrist as he shot a 3. And it has not been for lack of of effort. Every drive, every layup, it feels like, has come with contact. And that, of course, increases the difficulty of the finish. Carson-Newman has finished some at the rim. The Eagles with 20 points in the paint compared to 14 for Lincoln Memorial. But regardless, it is tough to score inside because of how this game is being officiated. And that's not a critique of the officiating. Some would say that they are enjoying the lack of whistles. They're letting them play. But that is a reality that both these teams do have to confront in this one. Matt Bilbray leads all scorers. He has 10 points, 3 of 8 from the field, and a perfect 2 of 2 from beyond the arc after back-to-back games where he was 1 for 10 from range. Khalees Fry has 9 points and 7 rebounds. And then Rylan Hauk has 7 points on 3 of 5 shooting. Jack Browder, 6 points on 3 of 9 shooting to go along with 5 rebounds. Spearman leads LMU with 8 points, 3 of 5 from the field, and 2 of 4 from beyond the arc. Rebounds are even, and Carson-Newman and LMU only turned it over 4 times each in that first half. 32-28, Eagles lead at the halftime break. We'll tell you what else is happening around the South Atlantic Conference when we get back after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
In 2025, we celebrate 130 years of Carson-Newman athletics. Over the years, the teams at Carson-Newman have been known for their toughness and Christian spirit. Through the decades, teams and individuals playing at the highest levels have brought recognition for this little school on the banks of Mossy Creek. While we remember the past, we look towards the future. So join the Eagle Club today as we continue to support our athletes and coaches through funding and facilities. Talons up.
Join the Eagle Club today. Visit cneagles.com/Eagle Club.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
A check of the SAC scoreboard is next. Stick around on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
The Eagle Sports Network is part of SAC Live, the official digital network of the South Atlantic Conference. SAC Live is the home of all your South Atlantic Conference sports action, including 20 SAC championships. Time to get caught up with some SACtion. Here are the happenings around the South Atlantic Conference and the nation. Let's go around the league with a scoreboard update. Now back to the arena.
All right, back courtside at Tex Turner Arena. Adam Cavalier, happy to have you on hand. Carson-Newman, a 32-28 lead on Lincoln Memorial at the halftime break earlier tonight. Carson-Newman's women fell to LMU, so the Rail Splitters, ranked number 21 in the country and owners of the fifth longest active win streak at home in the nation, extend that. On the men's side, most of the games are still fairly early days. This one started ahead of schedule, before 7:30. And so you're going to hear a lot of early games. First half, 12:06 left in Greenville. Tusculum a 13-8 lead on Mars Hill. Lions have gone 3.5 minutes without points. Pioneers are on a 7-0 run. 8 points from Bryce Jackson. He's got the majority of Tusculum points and has equaled Mars Hill's scoring output. Both teams shooting below 30% from the field in that game. Anderson is at Coker. Cobras winners of back-to-back games after losing 15 straight. But no such luck for the Cobras in Hartsville. 2:32 left in the first half. Trojans a 47-27 lead on the Snakes. Anderson shooting 61% from the field. 12 points from A.J. Wright, 10 from Caden Dawkins, 10 from Dallas Jones. For Anderson, UVA Wise is at Emory and Henry. That's an 18-16 lead for the Highland Cavaliers at the midpoint of the first half. E&H only shooting 38% from the field, but the Wasps are 4 of 6 from beyond the arc, the three-point shot. Carrying water for E&H, 8 points from Melchior Hughes in that one. Newberry at home against Lenore Ryan. Wolves are up. Well, they were up. Now it's tied, 23-23 with 8:17 to go in the first half. What an offensive display. They've played nearly 12 minutes. The teams have combined to miss 5 shots. LR, 71% from the field, 10 of 14. Newberry has started 9 of 10 from the field. How about Houston Jones off the bench with the only miss for the Wolves? He's 3 of 4 from beyond the arc and leads all scorers with 9 points in a track meet at Eliezer Arena. Final game on the docket has Catawba playing host to Wingate. That's a 26-18 lead for the Indians with 100 seconds left in the first half. Defensive battle in that one. 36% shooting for the Indians, 26% shooting for the Dogs. Wingate with 12 first half turnovers. Catawba a 15-4 edge in points off turnovers. Here at the half in Harrogate, 32-28. Eagles lead the Rail Splitters. Second half action heads your way after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
There's new fresh ideas on campus. From Chick-fil-A to Maples Coffee to Sabarijos, Fresh Ideas has tons of high-quality dining options for whatever taste you may need. Sabarijos is open Monday through Friday for lunch and dinner in the Health Sciences Building. Sabarijos features all your Mexican favorites, from burritos to nachos to quesadillas to tacos to anything you can think of in a tortilla. Follow Fresh Ideas on Instagram at Carson-Newman Dining.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel, from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
This is Carson-Newman basketball.
Bills top of the key. Pull up 3 on the way. Got it. Charlie Clark dialing long distance with impunity.
On the Eagles Sports Network.
Tri-Light is proud to support Carson-Newman Athletics. We salute the student athletes who are working hard to make great things happen on the field, in the classroom, and in the world. It takes vision, commitment, and teamwork, qualities we share at Tri-Light. Our mission is to provide life-changing opportunities by building a world-class fiber broadband network. If you'd like to learn more, please visit trilight.net or call us at 833-847-0824.
Every day brings new challenges, and those challenges look different for everyone. But no matter what each day looks like, your local energy co-op is here to power every moment. Whether it's at home, in the office, or on the field, AEC is committed to bringing you safe, affordable, and reliable power to get you through the day. We are your local electric co-op, and we are here for you. AEC, empowering every day.
Back courtside at Tex Turner Arena, Adam Cavalier. Happy to have you on hand. Hope you've got some good food wherever you're enjoying this game. Whether you're back home in Jeff City or you're listening abroad, maybe Winston-Salem, North Carolina. maybe San Diego, California. Your cookies go great with our broadcast. Glad you're with us here on the ESN. Before we start the second half, let's pause 10 seconds for station ID on the Eagle Sports Network. Adam Cavalier, happy to have you on hand. Skip Roberts running the show back inside of network control. LMU basketball out of the break. 32-28. Eagles lead it to start the second half as the Rail Splitters in all white move right to left. Mims between the rings, swings it to the right wing for Penniman. Penniman left around a men's screen. Back to Mims for a right wing triple. Front of the 10, no good. Bill Ray snatches the rebound on the left side of the lane. And the Eagles move left to right with it. Browder between the rings, defended by Girard. Browder drives, Euros to the basket. Right hand flip, falls off right side. Didn't catch the edge and fall in. Penniman grabs the miss on the right block. LMU onto the offensive end. Left wing for Spearman. Bounce it inside Campbell. Turns, kicks, right wing, extra pass, right corner. Penniman a triple. That rattles in. Ashton Penniman pulls LMU within a point, 32-31. 55 seconds into the second half. Penniman has 9 to lead the Rail Splitters. Eagles walk it over the timeline and bring it front court. Bilbray accelerates down the left side of the paint. Kicks it to Fry running right baseline, and Fry is knocked for a foul in the act of shooting by Campbell, his first. That's the first on the Rail Splitters. So 2 free throws for Khalees Fry. It was a dandy of a collision to result in the whistle, too. And saw Fry lose control of the basketball. 9 for Khalees. He's looking to become the second Eagle into double figures and extend a 1-point Carson-Newman lead. He's short on the first. Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider, providing Jefferson City with ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband. Let them serve you. Visit trilite.net. Second free throw for Khalees Fry, looking to make it a 2-point game. Spins the ball into his left hand, shoots it with his right, and sinks it all strings. 10 for Khalees Fry, his 11th game out of 23 in double digits this season. Eagles by 2. 33-31, 75 seconds into the second half. Rail Splitters front court. Girard in the right corner. Left hand dribbles, picks up, pulls, right elbow, 15-footers off the mark. Long rebound for Bilbray in front of the shooter at the right elbow. The Eagles bring it left to right. Browder, right wing, picked up by Girard. Browder, crossover dribble, kick into the right corner. Houck fires up a 3. Houck swishes it. Rylan Houck is 2 for 3 from deep. Carson-Newman's ahead by 5. 36-31, 18-18 left second half. LMU with it on the offensive end. Houck's the third Eagle into double figures, by the way, too. That's his 10th point. Right wing for Jaden Spearman. 2 passes into the left corner, Penniman. Penniman right around a Campbell screen. Back to Campbell in the left corner. He tries a triple. Right of the rim, no good. Fry slides for his 8th rebound. Gets it into Bilbray's hands, and the Eagles bring it left to right with a 5-point lead. Bilbray picked up at the timeline by Spearman. Bilbray drives around him down the left side of the paint, loops it out to Houck, touch it to Illick left point. Illick hands off Bilbray, screen and roll to the basket, fades, kicks, Illick, head of the key, straight on 3, Drano! Braden Illick hits his first 3. Those are his first points, and Carson-Newman has its biggest lead of the day at 8. 39-31, 17-25 to go in the second half off of a 7-0 run. Rail Splitters onto the offensive end. Left point, Spearman tries a triple. Off the mark, right of the rim. Illick collects the carom, left block for the Eagles. Carson-Newman scored 7 straight over the last 70 seconds. Bilbray over the timeline, center court for the Eagles. Bilbray pulls up, NBA range, straight on! Yes! Matt Bilbray! Timeout, LMU! 10 straight for the Eagles. Carson-Newman has buried 3 threes after halftime, and the Eagles are up double digits, 42-31, 2 minutes, 59 seconds into the second half. This is the Eagle Sports Network.
There's new fresh ideas on campus. From Chick-fil-A to Maples Coffee to Sabarijos, Fresh Ideas has tons of high-quality dining options for whatever taste you may need. Sabarijos is open Monday through Friday for lunch and dinner in the Health Sciences Building. Sabarijos features all your Mexican favorites, from burritos to nachos to quesadillas to tacos to anything you can think of in a tortilla. Follow Fresh Ideas on Instagram at Carson-Newman Dining.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
10-0 burst for Carson-Newman, as LMU has gone 2 minutes without scoring. Eagles with their biggest lead of the day. Biggest lead of the day for either team. Carson-Newman up 11, 42-31, with 17:02 to play in the second half. First Bank is the official bank of Carson-Newman Athletics, and the only place you can get a Carson-Newman Eagles debit card. Stop by any First Bank location to get your Carson-Newman debit card and show your Eagles pride. LMU basketball out of the timeout. Smith, James, Mims, Lewis, and Spearman on the floor for LMU. Illick, Hauk, Browder, Fry, and Bilbray, the starting five for Carson-Newman. Right wing, Jaden Spearman has it. Left around the screen, feeds Smith left wing into the left corner for Drew Lewis. Lewis right around a James screen into the paint, fades from 10. It rolls off front side. Browder's there to grab his sixth rebound. Eagles fly left to right. Bilbray into the front court. Head of the key. Step back. Straight on three. Bilbray off the mark for the first time tonight. He misses his first three on his fourth attempt. Rail Splitters grab the rebound and bring it front court down 11. Looking for their first points in 2.5 minutes. Smith head of the key. On left-hand dribble, now two. Down the left side of the lane. Leans into Illick. Through contact, he gets it to go off the glass. Tough take for E.J. Smith. That stops the Eagles' 10-0 run. It's a 9-point Eagle lead, 42-33 with 16:02 to play in the second half. Carson-Newman front court. Bilbray, left wing with the basketball. Right around the screen, stops head of the key, zips it Fry right corner. Euroing the bucket, right hand, floater, falls for Khalees. 12 for Khalees Fry on 5 of 9 shooting. Eagles back up 11. 44-33, 15:42 to play in the second half. Splitters move it right to left. Left wing for Drew Lewis. Lewis right around to James screen, pulls up, left elbow, 15-footer. Toilet bowl's out right side. Browder's there for his 7th rebound. The Eagles move left to right with it. Browder across the timeline, center court. Bounces to Illick. Bounce feed, Fry cutting left, block. Fry thunders it down with the right hand. Khalees Fry rattles it through with Thor's hammer. Eagles up 13. Biggest lead of the day. That prompts a second LMU timeout. 15-17 to go in the second half. Carson-Newman 46. Lincoln Memorial 33. We return to Tex Turner Arena after these messages. Eagles shooting 71% from the field after halftime on the Eagles Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long. From the morning with their $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
15-17 to go in the second half. 46-33. Carson-Newman has rattled off a 14-2 run while shooting 71% from the field to start the second half. They grab their biggest lead of the day. Eagles up 13 with 15-12 to go in the second half. And the Rail Splitters have the ball on their offensive end. Left corner for Nate Mims. He skips it right wing for Drew Lewis. High hand there for Rylan Houck, man-to-man. Lewis right around a James screen down the right side of the paint. Peels out, tosses head of the key for Spearman. Spearman into the paint. 7 to shoot. Kick out Mims. Left point, contested 3. It's off the mark, front of the rim. Browder elevates for his 8th rebound. And the Eagles bring it left to right. Houck. Left wing for Carson-Newman. Dribbles to the top of the key. Sends it to Bilbray left wing. Dump it to Illick left block. Illick back to the basket on Emmanuel James. Beats, bangs, fades from 8. Illick hits. The turnaround Jays good for Braden Illick. Carson-Newman surges ahead by 15. 48-33, 14:25 to go in the second half. It's a 16-2 Carson-Newman run. Rail Splitters with it front court. 16-2 or 6-0, depending on how you want to look at it for the record. Smith at the free throw line. Between the legs, he spins right on Bilbray. Nearly got stripped by Fry. It is loose. Fry steals it. He gets it into Bilbray's hands. Eagles don't get out on the break. They force a turnover. Carson-Newman up by 15, looking for more. 6 minutes into the second half. Bilbray across the timeline, defended the whole way by Smith tightly. Houck loops it to Browder left baseline. Browder finds Fry cutting, kick out. Bilbray right wing, 3 ball, dead eye! Matt Bilbray strokes it, and the lead surges to 18 for Carson-Newman off of a 19-2 run. 51-33 Eagles, 13:35 to play second half. LMU the other way. Smith swishes a 3 from the left wing to stop a 2.5-minute scoring drought. 51-36, Eagles by 15. 13:24 to play in the second half. Bilbray across the timeline, skips it to Browder left wing. The Eagles have had the hot hand. 7 of 9 from the field, 4 of 9 from deep after halftime. Bilbray. Bounce feed Fry, pumps, lays, strong, was altered by James. And James shoves Fry when he was on the ground scrambling for the loose ball. Smith out of the fray with the miss. Smith takes it into the right corner, dribbles right baseline, curls to the free throw line, gets down to the left block, drops it off right block, James, twists, turns, kick out. Spearman, right wing, lost the handle on it. Fry steals it. Gets it into Matt Bilbray's arms, and the Eagles bring it left to right ahead by 15. 51-36, 12:40 to play in the second half. Bilbray. Left elbow, kick out Illick. Wide open, straight on triple. Halfway down and out. Drew Lewis snags the rebound, and the Rail Splitters bring it right to left down 15. Lewis bowling through the middle of the lane, drops the shoulder, floats it out to the head of the key for Nate Mims. Back to Lewis right wing. Left around a bin screen to the head of the key. Lewis. Chest pass, right corner. Spearman launches from range and rattles it in. 6-0 run for LMU. Rail Splitters have cut the deficit down to 12. 51-39. 12:05 to play in the second half. Eagles front court. LMU with loads of pressure. Bilbray shoots a left wing 3. It's online but strong. Fry and James collide for the rebound. Mims corrals for the Rail Splitters on the left baseline. LMU front court. Left point for Mims. Mims drives down the right side of the paint, zips it into the right corner for Lewis. Back to the head of the key, Smith. Smith twirling inside. Drops the shoulder, bounce it back out. Head of the key, Lewis. 12 to shoot. Lewis around to Smith right wing. He fires up a 3, and he nails it. 9 straight for Lincoln Memorial to cut the lead in half. 51-42, Carson-Newman by 9. 11:25 to go in the second half. Eagles on to the offensive end, breaking LMU's press. Bilbray, head of the key for Houck left wing. Houck finds Browder left baseline. Browder turns, finds Illick, free throw line, 15-footer. Karam's off the back iron. Rebound snared by Mims on the right baseline. Eagles haven't scored in 2 minutes after that 19-2 run. Rail Splitters have cut the lead in half with 11 to go in the second half. Smith left of the lane, passes, nearly intercepted by Fry. Deflects off his right hand and goes out of bounds. It stays with Lincoln Memorial. 10:56 to go in the second half. Carson-Newman 51. Lincoln Memorial 42. Rail Splitters on a 9-0 run. Eagles haven't scored in nearly 3 minutes. They've missed their last 4 shots after that 19-2 run to take an 18-point lead. We're back after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser-focused on your success.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Light is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilight.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
10:56 to go in the second half. 51-42. Carson-Newman leads Lincoln Memorial, but the Eagles were up 18 on the heels of a 19-2 run. But since then, Carson-Newman's gone cold. They've missed 4 straight shots. The Eagles haven't scored in nearly 3 minutes, and the Rail Splitters have buried 3 straight threes to cut the deficit in half. 51-42. Eagles up by 9. 10:56 to go in the second half. Modern Woodman Financial Planning, touching lives and securing futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, financial services. Contact men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins at seeandeagles.com/modernwoodman to secure your family's financial future. Rail Splitter basketball with 7 to shoot. Lewis in the middle of the lane. Twists, turns, off-balance leaner, won't go off the left iron. An offensive board for Grace Aluma, and a second chance for the Rail Splitters to further chop away at this 9-point Eagle lead. Spearman, middle of the lane, fades from 6 and connects straight on. Spearman with 13 points. That's 11 straight for Lincoln Memorial. 51-44, Carson-Newman by 7. 10:20 to play in the second half. The Eagles get the ball front court. Houck driving, dishing. Uosis right corner, open look from deep. Uosis drills the 3. Ivoris Uosis connects on his 4th 3 of the season, and the lead back to double digits by 10 for the Eagles with 10 minutes to go in the second half. Rail Splitters on the offensive end. Lewis ahead of the key. Lewis kicked it out of bounds off of his silver left shoe and into the left corner for LMU's 7th turnover. Ball back to the Eagles. 9:54 to play in the second half. 54-44. Carson-Newman a 10-point lead. Herman, Uosis, Houck, Browder, and Bilbray on the floor for the Eagles. LMU is stretching that defense out, trying to cause some havoc. Houck has it between the rings. Aluma denies Bilbray, but Bilbray grabs the pass on the right wing. Screen and roll, Bilbray to the bucket. Left-hand scoop, no. Browder follows. His tap won't fall, but a whistle and a foul. 9th rebound for Jack Browder. He's tapped by Aluma, going for the tip. First on Aluma, second on the Rail Splitters. 2 free throws for Jack Browder. He has morphed into the role of a distributor today as Browder connects on his first free throw. 7 for Jack, but Matt Bilbray has stepped up, scored 16. Khalees Fry has 14. And Rylan Houck 10 in the absence of the league's leading scorer who hasn't been able to beat and bang inside and get to the line as frequently as he would like. But he hits 2 free throws here. The Eagles have scored 5 in a row, and it's back to a 12-point Carson-Newman lead. 56-44 with 9:30 to play in the second half. Rail Splitters on the offensive end. Spearman, free throw line, drops it off. Campbell cutting to the basket. Whistle, foul. A shove inside on Ivoris Uosis. First on Uosis, first on the Eagles. They might be tightening up in how it is officiated. That one would have let fly in the first half. So Walter Campbell to the line. His first free throw rattles in. Stick around for the Domino's postgame report after today's contest for the selection of the premier player of the game. Excellence doesn't happen by accident. The premier team delivers service with pride. Second free throw for Campbell. That one's through, nothing but strings. He's got 5 points, and it's a 10-point lead for the Eagles. 56-46 with 9:25 to play in the second half. Full court pressure on for the Rail Splitters. Bilbray trapped in the backcourt, gets it to Browder up the right sideline, sends it to Houck. Houck attacks north-south all the way to the hole. How is that not a foul? He lost the ball out of bounds after getting walloped by Walter Campbell. Now they are really letting them play today. Houck knifed to the basket. Drew heavy contact with Walter Campbell, but no foul call. Aluma into the right corner. Here's a triple. Halfway down and out. Campbell elevates and throws down the second chance bucket. 56-48. Eagles by 8. 8:58 to play in the second half. Carson-Newman brings it front court against LMU's trapping pressure. Bilbray, right wing, skips into the left corner. Herman works inside on Lewis. He's bumped out of bounds by Campbell. It's a second personal on Walter Campbell, a third team foul on the Rail Splitters. Eagles led by 18 off of a 19-2 run. And then the Eagles went nearly 3 minutes without scoring. LMU cut the deficit down to 7 with 11-0 burst. And it's hovered around 10 ever since. Houck will trigger to Bilbray at the timeline. Aluma picks him up. Bilbray dribbles left around to Aluma, gets it into the right corner for a Houck triple. Houck left it short. Campbell rises for the rebound on the right baseline. He gave it off to Drew Lewis, dribbled off of his foot, and he corrals right before it goes over the end line out of bounds. Rail Splitter basketball on the offensive end. Lewis works down the right side of the paint on Browder, sends it to Aluma head of the key. Swing it left to right wing Mims. Mims bangs inside on Fry. Illick got ball, but a whistle and a foul on that take to the basket. It's Braden Illick's third. The team's second, and 2 free throws for Nate Mims. 56-48, Eagles by 8. Carson-Newman started this half 7 of 9 from the field. Since then, they're one of their last 7. Mims' free throw barely moves the strings. It's a 7-point game. He's looking to make it a 6-point affair. With 8:09 to play in the second half. Mims shrugs the shoulders. 2 bounces. Spins the ball. 1 more bounce. Loops it into his left hand and shoots it with a swish. 6-point game. 56-50. LMU, who trailed by 18 after a 19-2 Carson-Newman run, has cut it to 6 with 8:04 to play in the second half. Browder dribbles along the left sideline, and he's bumped out of bounds by Drew Lewis, his first, team's fourth. Shot clock stays at 23, and Houck will inbound from in front of Carson-Newman's bench at the hash mark far side. Gets it into Bilbray in the backcourt. LMU spreads its defense out. Bilbray crosses the timeline and goes to Browder in the left corner. Back to Bilbray left wing. Bilbray jab step with the right foot. 10 to shoot. Bilbray head of the key. Tries a triple. Front iron, no. Fry went for the putback jam. Couldn't get it down with his left hand. That would have made Sports Center. Instead, LMU the rebound and onto the offensive end, down by 6. Aluma at the head of the key. High-low lob, Campbell. He catches. He gets blocked by Illick, taking it back up. Got his own miss. Kick into the left corner. Spearman a 3. Back iron, no. Fry grabs the rebound for the Eagles. Carson-Newman gets the stop, and the Eagles will look to put a halt to a 6-0 Lincoln Memorial run and a 2-minute Eagles scoring drought. Carson-Newman, one of its last 9 from the field after a 7 of 9 start for the second half when it went on that 19-2 run. Bilbray, head of the key. Aluma harasses him. Bilbray leaps, passes, right corner, Fry. Catches on Campbell, drives right baseline, reverse layup. Fry smooches it in off the window. 16 for Khalees Fry to match his career high for the third time. That stops the Eagles' 2-minute scoring drought, puts them up 8. 6:53 to go. On the other end, clank from Lewis. He missed it so bad off the backboard, it winds back up in his hands. To Aluma for a right corner 3. That nearly wedges in the side of the rim of the backboard. Instead, it bounces out of bounds. Back to Carson-Newman. Brings us to a break in the action. 6:43 to play in the second half. Carson-Newman 58. Lincoln Memorial 50. Eagles looking for their first win in Harrogate in 11 years. They've lost 10 straight in this building, and we're back after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
6:43 to go in the second half. Carson-Newman 58, Lincoln Memorial 50 in the 225th all-time meeting between these old East Tennessee rivals. Carson-Newman used a 19-2 second half run to get a little bit of separation, but Lincoln Memorial responded with an 11-0 burst and cut an 18-point lead down to as tight as 6. Eagles are up by 8 right now with 6:43 to go in the second half. Bilbray, Hauk, Browder, Fry, and Illick on the floor for Carson-Newman. Illick has it right wing. He bounces it to Bilbray. Carson-Newman spread out against Lincoln Memorial's pressure defense, featuring a lot of traps. Hauk through the middle of the lane, takes it inside. Campbell blocks it, saves it in off of Hauk's shoes, and it's out of bounds. Off of Hauk, back to Lincoln Memorial. So much contact inside, so hard to score inside because of the contact. Rail Splitters onto the offensive end, down 8. Right point, Spearman. Spearman down the left side of the paint, gets it to the left corner for Drew Lewis. Lewis takes it inside, picks up his dribble in the keyhole, swings it to Penniman right wing. Penniman twirling around, bounce feed to a cutting Mims right baseline. He stops right block, kicks out, deflected out of bounds by Hauk. Stays with LMU with 5 to shoot. Rail Splitters haven't made a shot from the field in 2.5 minutes. Eagles with a 58-50 lead and 5:59 to go in the second half. Inbounds comes to Mims on the left block. 4 and 3. Mims fades from 10, rattling out left side. Lewis an offensive rebound, takes it back up and rattles it in to stop a 2-minute LMU scoring drought. 58-52. Eagles by 6. 5:54 to play in the second half. Bilbray across the timeline, leaps and passes to Hauk left corner. He finds Browder at the head of the key. Browder a catch, triple, bang, bang! Jack Browder to double figures. He has 11. It's a 61-52 lead for the Eagles with 5:25 to play in the second half. Rail Splitters front court. Spearman for Lewis at the head of the key. Crossover right around a Campbell screen to the right block. Lewis pivots, passes, right wing, Spearman, triple swish. Jaden Spearman hits his 4-3 of the game. He's got 16 to lead LMU, and the lead for the Eagles is 6. 61-55 with 5:03 to play in the second half. Eagles on the offensive end. LMU trapping everything. Browder has it right wing. LMU goes back into what almost looks like a zone. Now it's man with 12 to shoot. Browder splits 2 to the rim. Right hand leaner, no. Tap, no. Browder, Campbell battling. Campbell wins the battle. 61-55. LMU down 6 with the basketball. 4:38 to go in the second half. Campbell left point, left open. He'll try a triple and swishes it. 6-3 and a half for Lincoln Memorial. Campbell has 10, the third Rail Splitter into double figures, and this is a 3-point game. 61-58 with 4:22 to play in the second stanza. Eagles break LMU's pressure. Fry to the basket. He lays it in to stop a 6-0 Rail Splitter run. 63-58. Eagles by 5. 4:10 to play in the second half. LMU dribbles at front court. Spearman, right point, lost the handle on it. Bilbray the steal. Bilbray off to the races, coast to the cup, and finger rolls it in with the right hand. 5 in a row for Carson-Newman. It's a 65-58 lead for the Eagles. 3:50 to play second half. Rail Splitters front court. Penniman, right point. Drives on Browder, kicks it Mims left wing. Mims to the left block, turns, twists, hits Penniman left wing. Pinnaman inside, looking outside, looking to kick. Instead, to the left block. Teardrop, back iron, no. Rebound into the left corner. Corralled by Illick. Carson-Newman controls with a 7-point lead. 65-58, 3:24 to play on a rolling second half clock. Bilbray between the rings for the Eagles. Gets through traffic, gets the right elbow, fires the 12-footer, and swishes it. 20 for Matt Bilbray, his 6th career 20-point game. And the lead is back to 9 for the Eagles. 67-58 with 3:04 to play in the second half off of this 6-0 Eagle run. Rail Splitters looking for an answer. They won't get one. Browder's got a double-double with his 10th rebound off the right wing 3-point miss by Drew Lewis. 2:51 left in the second half. 67-58. Eagles by 9, looking to extend a 6-0 run. Illick driving, dishing, Fry right block. Pumps, leans, no. Fry got his own miss. Second chance, that won't fall. And it winds up in Mims' hands. Fry with a double-double with a career-high 18 and 11 rebounds. His first career double-double. Mims driving right baseline to the basket. Reverse layup, sends it in off the window. Timeout, Tony Jasic. 2:25 to play in the second half. Carson-Newman 67. Lincoln Memorial 60. We return to Harrogate with the Eagles up 7. 2:25 to go on the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
My favorite thing about my community? The safety, the reliability, the people. We rely on each other, and we rely on local electric co-op. It's not just about electricity. It's about empowering community, empowering moments, empowering safety, empowering togetherness, empowering knowledge. That's why when I need something, I rely on my co-op. I trust my co-op because the co-op is us. We are the co-op. AEC, member-owned and service-driven.
2:25 to go in the second half. Carson-Newman 67, Lincoln Memorial 60. Eagles looking for their first win in Harrogate in 11 years. Been more than a decade and 10 straight losses here at Tex Turner Arena since Carson-Newman has tasted victory. The Eagles with a 19-2 second half run to get up by as many as 18, but LMU has rallied. It came off of an 11-0 splitter spurt that has gotten LMU as close as 3, but the Eagles up 67-60 right now. And with the basketball and 2:22 to go in the second half, the Eagles break LMU's pressure and get it front court. Only 5 turnovers in this game for Carson-Newman after 19 in Holt Fieldhouse. Bilbray sends it right corner for Khalees Fry. Fry, 2 left-hand dribbles, hands off Bilbray in the right corner. Bilbray, 10 to shoot, 9 and 8 right baseline. Bilbray leaps and hits Illick left point. Illick dials long distance, doesn't connect, it's off the back iron. Scramble for the rebound, Hout controls on the left wing. Shot clock resets to 20, minute 50 to go, Eagles by 7. Bilbray handles between the rings, pressured by E.J. Smith. Bilbray, 8 and 7. 6 and 5, left wing, pull up 3. Bilbray halfway down and out. Browder rises for a 12th rebound. He goes back up and gets fouled. 95 seconds left. Carson-Newman 67, Lincoln Memorial 60. 2 free throws for Jack Browder. The league's leading scorer with 11 tonight. 11 and 11 for his 37th career double-double, make it 12 and 11 as he buries the first free throw to make it an 8-point game, 68-60 with 95 seconds left in the second half. One more free throw for Jack Browder. Lobs it up, knocks it down. 2 for 2 trip, it's a 9-point Eagle lead. 69-60 with 95 seconds left. Smith at the head of the key. Left around a Campbell screen. 2 passes, left corner, Spearman. Spearman into the paint, backs it out to the top of the key. Finds Smith right wing. Smith left around a Campbell screen to the head of the key. Crossover, dives down the left side of the paint, kicks right corner. Spearman, open look from deep. Missed it off the right iron. Fry has a 12th rebound, and he's fouled as he lands by Smith. LMU has plenty of fouls to give. They need to foul twice more before the Eagles are in the bonus. 69-60. Eagles by 9. 75 seconds left. Hauk will inbound to Matt Bilbray. Goes to Browder, cross court, full court pressure on for the Rail Splitters. Eagles break it. Illick for Hauk near the timeline, left side. Cross court pass Bilbray. Eagles go 4 corners with a minute left, up by 9. Bilbray to the head of the key. Knifes through the middle of the lane. Drops it off Fry, right block. Ducks the shoulder. Right hand leaner. Does not fall, but we got a whistle. The foul is on Smith, his first. Team 6th. I thought he caught Bilbray and not Fry, but he did catch Fry. And so it's 2 free throws for Khalees. Looking to stretch the lead to double digits with 54.4 seconds left. Fry spins the ball into his left hand, shoots it with his right, and misses short off the front of the 10. So the best he can do is make it a 10-point game with 54.4 seconds left. Fry. 3 dribbles, spins the ball into his left hand, floats it up with his right. This one swishes through all strings. It's a 10-point Eagle lead. 70-60, 54.4 seconds left. Lincoln Memorial into the offensive end. Smith, right baseline drive on Browder. All the way to the hoop, he lays it in. 70-62, Eagles by 8, 47.3 seconds left. Hauk inbounds to Browder in the backcourt. Lincoln Memorial not fouling. The next one would put him in the bonus. Eagles with 5 to get it across the timeline. It's a jump ball collected by Browder. Browder attacks the basket. Right hand, he kisses it in off the window. 15 for Jack Browder. Khalees Fry shaken up on the exchange with 35.4 seconds left. Fry on his backside. And Nick Peters comes out. Fry is holding his left ankle. Peters has his right hand on Fry's right calf. So hopefully a cramp for Khalees. Peters will help him off the ground, and Fry no limp as he exits the floor. 72-62, Eagles by 10, 35.4 seconds left. Eagles looking for their first win in Harrogate since 2015. Lost 10 straight times on journeys to this building. LMU has only lost 1 home game this year. Tough place to win still. 35.4 seconds left. Eagles by 10. Smith to the head of the key. Down to the left block. His leaner won't fall. Rebound pings into Campbell's hands. Right block. He lowers the shoulder. Browder gets called for a blocking foul. Browder hit the deck off of Campbell's drop shoulder. He hit the layup. That's a first on Browder. A 3rd team foul on the Eagles. I think there might be a legitimate argument for the blocking foul. I think Browder was inside the restricted circle. 72-64, Eagles by 8, 23.9 to go. Campbell swishes the free throw. Grace Aluma is in for the Rail Splitters, replacing Campbell. 23.9 seconds to go in the second half. Eagles by 7. Hauk can run the baseline. Triggers into Matt Bilbray. Bilbray avoids, now splits 2. Now fell on it. Dropped the ball, fell on it, and got a timeout off with 18.5 to go. Smart timeout usage by Matt Bilbray. Eagles have a 30 and a full left. Carson-Newman has taken such good care of the basketball in this game. Just 5 turnovers for the Eagles, including 1 after halftime. On pace right now for a season low. And this is after the Eagles succumbed to the Rail Splitters' pressure in the meeting inside of Holt Fieldhouse. Carson-Newman coughed it up 19 times, leading to a 25-10 advantage in points off turnovers for the Rail Splitters. Today, the Eagles have outscored LMU 13-9 in points off turnovers. Shots are even in this one, and as a result, it's come down to shot making. And Carson-Newman has the Rail Splitters in that here tonight. 43% to 40%. 18.5 seconds left. Luke Brennigan with a tissue crammed up his nostril, chatting some things over with the officials. Carson-Newman's assistant coach, former 1,000-point scorer for the Eagles. He hasn't seen the floor here today, but apparently the physicality, a bop on the nose, might have extended this way to Luke. 18.5 seconds left. Carson-Newman by 7. 72-65. Lincoln Memorial will be in the bonus, or Carson-Newman will be in the bonus on Lincoln Memorial's next foul. Hauk will inbound. Mims defends the inbounder on the near side hash. Hauk looks, bounces into Browder in the backcourt. Browder is trapped. He twists, turns, splits two, and gets fouled. Mims tried to sell the acting job as if Browder caught him, but he's called for his first. The team's 7th. 1-1 for Browder. 3 seconds come off the clock there on that exchange. 15.8 to go in the second half. Carson-Newman a 72-65 lead on Lincoln Memorial. Browder to the line. A 15-point, 11-rebound double-double, the 37th of his career for the league's leading scorer, and he cans the front end of the 1-1, his 16th point. Browder not leading the team in scoring. That's only happened 2 other games this season. Matt Bilbray shouldered the load with 20 tonight. Browder's 2 of 2. A very quiet 17. Eagles are up 9, 74-65 with 13 seconds left. Down the right side of the lane goes Lewis. It falls off the front side, no good. Second chance for Aluma, no. Hauk races down the rebound in the right corner. This one is over. The rail splitters have been weighed, the rail splitters have been measured, and the rail splitters have been found wanting. Buzzer ball game. Carson-Newman victorious in Harrogate for the first time in 11 years. Eagles pick up a key South Atlantic Conference and Southeast Region win with a 74-65 final over Lincoln Memorial. High-level defensive effort in the second half for the Eagles carries water for Carson-Newman to collect a 9-point road win against Lincoln Memorial in a venue in which it has not won since February 2015. 11 long years without a win here in Harrogate has finally come to a close. 74-65 the final score. Eagles victorious over the Rail Splitters. Domino's post-game report heading your way when we get back after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser-focused on your success.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Grab a slice. Our coverage of CN Hoops continues with the Domino's postgame report on the Eagles Sports Network.
Hey Eagle fans, check out the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located in the MSAC Grand Hall, the Eagle Shop has all your Carson-Newman apparel, from brands like Nike, Columbia, and Comfort Colors. The Eagle Shop has all your gifts, gear, and accessories. Can't make it in person? Visit eagleshop.cn.edu. That's eagleshop.cn.edu for all your Carson-Newman clothing needs.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City has deals for Carson-Newman students. Bring in your valid student ID when you order for pickup or delivery, and Domino's in Jefferson City will give you a steaming hot large one-topping pizza for $4.99. That's a large one-topping pizza for Carson-Newman students for $4.99 at Domino's in Jeff City. Call 865-471-6700 to order. That's 865-471-6700. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
This is the Domino's post-game report on the Eagles Sports Network.
We're going to get backdoor lob. Dyer throws it down with two hands.
Your stats breakdown. A conversation with Chuck Benson, presented by Modern Woodman Financial Planning, plus the selection of the AEC electrifying play and the premier building maintenance player of the game are all headed your way. Today's game is also brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative. We're AEC, powering the Eagles and Mossy Creek. By Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. By the Eagle Club, the family of Eagles. By Magaha Electric, providing quality electrical services and products to East Tennessee for more than 40 years. By First Bank, the official banking partner of Carson-Newman Athletics. By InterDigital, IT support and marketing, laser focused on your success. By Fresh Ideas, a foundation of fresh food and speedy service. By Lisa's Country Kitchen, the best food for the best prices. By Food City, value every day. By Premier Building Maintenance, delivering service with pride. By Trilite, dream big with gig. By Modern Woodman Financial Planning, touching lives and securing futures. By the Mossy Creek Roasting Company, family owned and operated, coffee fueling the Burt Tar Stadium press box. And by the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Let's head back to the arena and the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier.
We welcome you back courtside to Tex Turner Arena, where Carson-Newman celebrates a 74-65 win over the Lincoln Memorial Rail Splitters. Carson-Newman snaps a 10-game losing streak in this building. First win for Carson-Newman against LMU on the road in Harrogate since February of 2015. Here on the Domino's postgame report, Adam Cavalier alongside head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. Chuck, what execution, what effort from your team on the road in a place where is a really difficult place to come in and win. What'd you see from your team, especially as it took care of the basketball and only turned it over 5 times today?
I think that right there was a big point that we made to our team. Something we challenged them on. We had a certain target we were shooting for with turnovers. We far exceeded that. I think that's the lowest turnover total number of turnovers that anybody's had against them this year. And because they only lost one game up here prior to today, we knew we had to turn the ball over. Or we knew we had to take care of the basketball for that to work. But then on the flip of it, we also had by the way, best popcorn in the SAC, maybe in the region.
Who's in Harrogate?
By far.
Adam Haley, voice of the Rail Splitters, knows what we do with food post game.
Yeah, it's just
and delivered.
They go heavy salt.
This is yours.
Well, thank you, Gabby.
Because I cannot partake while on air. It's too scratchy on the throat. Yeah. Well, it is appreciated, though.
You know how I'm feeling right now.
I know. You feel terrible.
I feel terrible.
You sound atrocious. Although your voice does have a nice bassy, Barry White-like timbre to it.
That is a complete compliment.
It is, but I know you're miserable.
Yeah, well, here's the reality, man. We defended well. We won we got the free throw line. We minimized their free throw attempts. We did a pretty good job on the glass. I think we +1 on the glass. Yeah. And then we took care of the basketball. So kudos to our guys for really following through with what our objective and plan was. And we needed this 3 games at Wise, at Anderson, at LMU was probably the toughest 1-2-3 stretch in the conference season. And for us to come out 2-1 this thing, I'm elated and really happy for our guys. because I think we took another step in the right direction now in our own improvement.
Coming into this 3-game stretch, those 3 teams that you mentioned had a combined 2 home losses all year.
Yeah.
And you've doubled that by yourself these last 3. The officiating in this game, and this is not a critique, this was a beat and bang.
Yeah.
There were not a lot of whistles in this one.
Correct.
In the first half, with both teams driving, felt like 75% of the time, there was only 1 foul called on a drive, and it was a Khalees Fry and 1.
Yeah.
How did that impact this game, especially the strategies employed in the second half?
Hey, look, we can't control officiating. It's a really difficult job, no question. Second only to being the voice of the Eagles and the head men's basketball coach, Carson-Newman. Officiating is next in line for tough, challenging
I don't know.
situations.
I think I've got a pretty easy gig here.
But dealing with Tom Griffin makes it all the more challenging.
I don't have to. I've outsourced
kudos
that.
To you. Kudos to you.
Andrew Rogers has that problem.
So,
I don't.
Good point. But we can't do anything about the officiating. We've been trying to urge our guys as this year has unfolded to show more poise and to choose the right response regarding things we can't control. You can't control the officiating. And I thought our guys really kept it together. I mean, there at the very end, Jack got absolutely trucked and more or less was like, hey, let's go to the next play. It's winning time. There's 18 seconds to go in the game. Let's not cry over spilt blood. Let's go into the next play. And kudos to our guys for that. Really, really proud of their evolution in terms of their poise.
In our pregame chat, I brought up Rylan Houck as somebody who's had a quality little last 2-3 weeks. And your response to that question was to then point to guys like Khalees Fry and Matt Bilbray and Karnak. I think you spoke some things into existence tonight.
Yeah.
First career double-double for Khalees Fry, a career-high 19 points. He goes for 12 rebounds. Matt Bilbray, his 5th career 20-point night.
Yeah.
4 of 8 from beyond the arc. What'd you see from those two on a night where, arguably because of the beat-and-bang nature inside, Jack Browder's efficiency and ability to get to the line was a little hampered?
Yeah. I thought Luke, who's my OC there, I thought he did a really good job today in terms of preparation for what we assumed they were going to do defensively. And then our guys did a great job of preparing and following through in a consistent fashion. Scout discipline is a thing that a lot of teams struggle with. You have a plan, but then the ability to execute the plan is really what's most important. And so I thought Luke had our guys set for success today with the way they were defending. And Khalees just happened to capitalize in a really efficient manner today based on that strategy. We did a really good job getting the ball to the paint and then slowing down and making good decisions. And we capitalized on it. We were 9 of 20 from 3. And I would say maybe 8 of those were actually paint touch threes. So, again, I can't say enough kudos and much respect and love to our players for following through in a tough fashion. This is a really hard place to win.
Yeah.
This is a really hard place to win.
I mean, there have been 3 losses in this building I think this decade by LMU.
Okay, 3. So we got one of them 3.
Yeah.
Well, enough said.
Well, I'll put it in this context. If you exclude Queens, who's no longer in the league doing their thing at the D1 level.
And our good friend Grant Leonard.
And our good friend Grant Leonard, who might be tuned into this thing, as other coaches around this region will often. So, sorry, Grant, your wins here don't count for my point.
Yeah.
You only have to go 2 losses or 3 losses back to find Carson-Newman's win as the last team to beat LMU in this win in 2015. That's how.
That's truly unbelievable. That's complete domination.
Yeah, how dominant LMU has been at home in the last 11 years.
When we get on the bus tonight, I'm going to give you the.
I'm not riding back.
Okay, I was going to give you the CB, let you talk through the bus to explain the history.
Oh,
so they would truly understand.
Well, they'll just have to listen to this post-game interview. You can.
Yeah, they like doing that too.
It'll be up. You can stick your phone to the microphone, and play it.
Yes.
You're sick. Good things happen when you're miserable. You blew out your back before Wise.
Yes.
I told you before.
I went and forced myself to drink a big frothy latte and felt horrible.
So not only do you have the head cold, you've given yourself a fussy belly that you are famous for.
Yes. I brought Cooper. I'm a good luck charm. First time he's ever been to LMU. He could actually be
the reason,
the key for all of this. Yes.
Cooper Benson.
Could be.
You might get him barred from the arena.
when it leaks out that he was here. It could be.
Spend his time, mind you, with the Mossy Creek Maniacs who made the trek up.
Well, I lost him at one point and had our strength and conditioning coach, Ryan Henry, find him for me because I hit semi-panic when I realized he had left the bench area. So I wasn't exactly sure where he was.
He was with the Maniacs.
There we go. Well, he is a young maniac himself.
He is, that term very appropriately hits on your youngest. 2-1 on this 3-game stretch. For the next 5 are in Holt Fieldhouse. Valentine's Day, you welcome in the Wingate Bulldogs. How do you improve upon this 3-game stretch? At home for 4 of the last 5 against a really good Wingate team.
Go straight back to the drawing board tonight. We actually started doing a little advanced scouting on Wingate today. We've played them once. I've liked our guys' response in the second matchup in every game this year, actually. So by the time we get to practice tomorrow afternoon, we'll have a plan in place. I've got great trusted confidence that our guys will be locked in. They know what we have to play for. They know exactly what we have to play for. And so we've got things that we're striving to accomplish as a team. But we need to have a good preparation Thursday and Friday, and then welcome the Bulldogs in here. I mean, they came in and beat us at Holt last year. They came and beat us at Holt last year, so we should have to be aware. Settle down. I thought I know. I thought there was
you sensed a presence, and you certainly did.
Yes.
Do you have anything else you'd like to add before you go?
I'm gonna throw you the underhand because you said to me when I told you this the other day in a confessional kind of scenario.
Okay.
Do you know where I'm going with this?
I don't. I have no clue where you're going.
The healthy choice I made for breakfast that was immediately replaced with a diabolical.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, no, that's not where I was going.
Realized I could feel the illness coming on.
It is time to confess your sins. Go ahead.
Going to try to eat clean.
Go ahead.
2 eggs, 2 strips of bacon. Felt like I'd done the right thing. But I could also just feel this thing coming on. Half our team's got the flu. I knew I was getting something. So last ditch effort, I spotted in the fridge at my home a tin where my wife had made a chess pie. One day I need to explain to you the history of chess pie.
Okay.
Short for just pie.
We'll save that for another interview.
It's a southern United States staple.
I've eaten them. They're
chess
delicious.
Pie. I saw it there. I noticed that 3/4 of the pie was gone. My wife was in the shower preparing for work. I took the tin out, snuck to the blind side of the room in the kitchen area, and dispatched the quarter of the remaining chess pie.
Whole pie for breakfast?
No. Breakfast dessert. Very few people acknowledge breakfast dessert. 56 years, Cav, I've never done a breakfast dessert. And it was truly a breakfast dessert. We'll get you something. Special night, we'll get you something special.
I'm disappointed. I wrote something down on this sheet of paper before the game started, trying to make a prediction for you.
Okay.
And I was incorrect. So if you would open that up. This is what I thought would happen. If you would like to read that. Can you read my handwriting?
Do you want me to read this?
Yes.
Chuck will, unprompted, make a comment about the women's and men's games starting early. You know what? I'm just so happy about our win.
It overrode.
Place and everything.
Overrode.
But kudos to LMU's game administration.
Yeah, absolutely.
They decided to start their warm-ups early so that they could do their introductions and all the festivities. So the game actually started at 5:30. I thought that was genius.
All right.
And I encourage other members of the Southern Conference to follow suit.
I can't do that. You never see the Holt Fieldhouse clock.
Done it at 5:20 for a 5:30.
No, zero chance. All right, Chuck, pleasure. Go be miserable some more. Congrats on the win.
Thanks, Gabby.
Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. Domino's post-game report rolls on. We've got Rylan Hauk to the microphone, Matt Bilbray to the microphone. It's after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long. From the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Miss out on tonight's post-game interviews? Check cneagles.com for stats, recaps, and videos from tonight's games. We close out the Domino's post-game report in 60 seconds on the Eagle Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
There's new fresh ideas on campus. From Chick-fil-A to Maples Coffee to Sabarijos, Fresh Ideas has tons of high-quality dining options for whatever taste you may need. Sabarijos is open Monday through Friday for lunch and dinner in the Health Sciences Building. Sabarijos features all your Mexican favorites, from burritos to nachos to quesadillas to tacos to anything you can think of in a tortilla. Follow Fresh Ideas on Instagram at Carson-Newman Dining.
Back on the Domino's post-game report, Adam Cavalier alongside our premier player of the game, Matt Bilbray. Excellence doesn't happen by accident. The premier team delivers service with pride. Matt, 20 points, fifth career 20-point night for you to go along with 4 boards, 3 assists, and probably most crucially, 1 turnover. Really good care of the basketball today after that first meeting in Holt where you had 19 as a team. What did you and the rest of this side do to only cough it up 5 times against an LMU team that brings a ton of pressure?
Yeah, like you said, low turnover game, and we emphasized that very, very heavily going into the game. Like you said, last time we had 19. We just had 20 against Anderson. And so, like, we know whenever teams can get up and pressure, it can cause problems for us. So we just thought today, like, slowing it down and taking extra care of the ball would help us, and it benefited us heavily today. So it was a well taking care of the ball game.
Started a little slow. LMU jumps out to a 7-point lead, but had responses at every turn. Took the lead with a 12-2 run in the first half, and then dropped a 19-2 burst early in the second. A 9-0 run followed by a 10-0 run, sandwiched with an LMU bucket in the middle. What caused that spurt with some really high-level shot making from beyond the arc, yourself included, from one just inside where the 10-foot line on the volleyball court would be if there were lines here in Tex Turner?
Obviously, it started on the defensive end for us, just running our scout-based defense, trying to muck the paint up, contest threes. We did a really good job just mucking the paint up and not letting them get downhill as much as they wanted to. So obviously it starts on the defensive end. I think we got a fast break bucket or 2 in there, so it's nice to get out and run while taking care of the ball. But, yeah, it just starts with defense and being able to take care of the ball and being able to get a good shot.
The pace of play in this one there were a lot of possessions that went deep into the shot clock both ways, and yet you still found 15 fast break points How are you selective in transition, I suppose, to attack when the moment is right?
Right. Like you said, it's really just a selective thing. It's like a good judgment call, I guess, just for whoever. Like if we see somebody wide open down the court, we'll attack. But, I mean, if Jack's out in transition, he's going to attack, do his thing. Whereas, like, maybe if it's me and they have a few people set back on defense, like just slowing it out and knowing that our best offense can come from taking care of the ball and getting a good look.
2-1 in this 3-game road trip against arguably 3 NCAA tournament teams. These 3 teams entered this stretch with 2 home losses all year, and you add 2 more to that with Wise and LMU. How do you build on this going back home with 4 of the next 5 to finish the regular season in Holt Fieldhouse?
Yeah, like you said, that was crucial that we got at least 2. I mean, obviously we won all 3. Could have had all 3, just missed down there at Anderson. But yeah, like this is definitely a confidence booster for the team because we have a rough little stretch earlier on in the season. We started to bounce back. We're starting to define our team through defense. So just seeing that we can hold teams to 65 points. Anderson, I think, to 60. So, like, just it's a huge confidence booster knowing that we get to play the next 4 out of the next 5 at home. So it's huge for us.
All right, Bill, thanks for the time. Congrats.
Thank you so much.
That is our premier player of the game, Matt Bilbray. We'll also give him the AEC electrifying play for his heave of a 3 that helped cap Carson-Newman's 19-2 run. AEC, member-owned and service-driven, bringing value to everyday life. After all, you're not just a utility customer. You are a co-op member. Carson-Newman beats Lincoln Memorial 74-65. First time that Carson-Newman has won in this building since February of 2015, snapping a 10-game losing streak to the Rail Splitters inside of Tex Turner Arena. We've got Khalees Fry coming to the microphone. And before we get to him, we'll tell you that Carson-Newman's women fell earlier today to Lincoln Memorial. Rail Splitters continue the country's 5th longest active home win streak for the 21st ranked team in the country on the women's side. Here on the Domino's postgame report, Adam Cavalier alongside Khalees Fry. Khalees, congratulations. Career double-double number 1.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
A career high 19 points, a career high 12 rebounds. You have done phenomenal work on the glass these last 2. What clicked today for you against the Rail Splitters?
Just crashing, really. Like, knowing that I can get offensive rebounds at will, pretty much. And just being in the paint, being a presence down there, just something that I know I've been able to do all year. Just, it's clicking now.
When I talked to Chuck in the pregame interview, one of the things that we talked about was the Ryland Houck has developed. You've had a nice little 3-game stretch. How meaningful is it to continue punching at a high level for a stretch where it can't just be the Jack Browder show?
Just being a presence. We know that Jack Browder is our best player, and we know that he's going to get his. so just being able to produce at a high level beside him is just going to make us even better.
In this game, you fell behind by 7 early, took a lead at halftime, and then dropped the hammer with a 19-2 run. What was the key to that spurt?
Getting 3 stops in a row, which we call talents.
Did it twice.
Yeah, did it twice. I mean, we know that we can get stops. We know that we've been trending upward defensively, and we're just trying to take advantage of that to the best of our ability.
You're back in Holt Fieldhouse for 4 of the final 5 in the regular season. Wingate, obviously, you know what they can do with that game before the Christmas break. How do you build upon this 3-game stretch against really high-level competition with a Bulldog team coming in that is as good as anybody else in the South Atlantic Conference?
Yeah, just building on our principles. I don't think we're going to change anything. We're just going to continue to get better at what we do.
All right, Khalees, thanks for the time. Congrats on career double-double number 1.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
That is senior forward Khalees Fry. Quickly around the South Atlantic Conference with an Eagle Shop scoreboard update before we go for the night. Final score from Salisbury, North Carolina. Catawba forces 26 Wingate turnovers. Indians with a 28-10 advantage in points off turnovers, and Catawba prevails over the Bulldogs 72-65. to 56. That was a low-scoring first half. Indians up by 6 at the break. They outscore Wingate by 10 after halftime and led by as many as 26 in that game. There's 8.5 minutes left in the second half. Tusculum, a 68-58 lead on Mars Hill. That was a 14-point lead for the Pioneers at the break. Mars Hill has chipped away at it a little bit. Lions shooting 56% from the field after halftime. Over in the Deloach Center, a game that's just gone final. Anderson 97, Coker 70. The Trojans boat race the Cobras in the Deloach Center. Over in Emory, Virginia, this one's a good one. 2:20 left in the second half. E&H has a 66-65 lead on UVA Wise. That was a 6-point Wise lead at the halftime break. E&H has outscored the Cavs 35-28 in the second half. E&H leads in spite of shooting just 38% from the field. More than half of the Wasps' shots have been threes. More than half of their makes have been threes. E&H 12 of 25 from beyond the arc to make up for the lower shooting total in that one. And the final game on the docket, it's a good one in Eliezer Arena. Two good ones to turn your attention to. 6:15 left in the second half. Lenore-Ryan 61, Newberry 59. Both teams shooting better than 50% from the field in that one. It has been the Houston Jones show for Newberry. He's gone 4 of 9 from beyond the arc and leads all scorers with 18. Evans and Hodnett both with 15 apiece for Lenore-Ryan, and what has been an offensive showcase over at Eliezer Arena. Newberry has turned it over 18 times. That's why LR, with the higher shooting percentage, is up by 2 with a 20-17 edge in points off turnovers. Our next presentation of Carson-Newman Athletics, well, it's from Harrogate, 4 p.m. on Friday. Rayanna DeCrow on the Eagles Sports Network, CNEagles.com/live, web only, to start a baseball series with the Rail Splitters at 4 p.m. Series wraps up Saturday at noon, at 1 and at 4 p.m. No, I take that back. She's not next. Matt Scalzo is next. He's on the air Friday at 11 a.m. From Beaufort, South Carolina, against Erskine in a tournament between Carson-Newman, Erskine, and USCB. So, pardon me, 11 a.m. Lock in. Randy the Crow's unplugging my computer like a scoundrel. So, Matt Scalzo at 11 a.m. Friday. Ray at 4 Friday. Web only, CNEagles.com/live. And then we've got basketball for you from inside Holt Fieldhouse on Saturday, 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock, your standard doubleheader start time. Eagles versus Bulldogs. We're on the air at 1:45 Saturday on the Eagles Sports Network for Carson-Newman and Wingate. For Skip Roberts, back inside of Network Control, my counterpart for the women's game, Andrew Rogers. I'm Adam Cavalier. Thanks for joining us. Once again, the final score from Tex Turner Arena. Eagles victorious in Tex Turner for the first time in 11 years, 74-65. Carson-Newman prevails over Lincoln Memorial. We'll talk to you on Saturday. Until then, have a glorious rest of your Wednesday, and good night from Harrogate, Tennessee.
It's the earliest we've been done all year.
You've been listening to the Domino's postgame report on the Eagle Sports Network. Today's game has been brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative. We're AEC, powering the Eagles and Mossy Creek. By Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. By the Eagle Club, the family of Eagles. By Magaha Electric, providing quality electrical services and products to East Tennessee for more than 40 years. By First Bank, the official banking partner of Carson-Newman Athletics. By InterDigital, IT support and marketing, laser focused on your success. By Fresh Ideas, a foundation of fresh food and speedy service. By Lisa's Country Kitchen, the best food for the best prices. By Food City, value every day. By Premier Building Maintenance, delivering service with pride. By Trilite, dream big with Gig. By Modern Woodman Financial Planning, touching lives and securing futures. By the Mossy Creek Roasting Company, family-owned and operated coffee fueling the Burke Tar Stadium Press Box. And by the Eagle Shop, the official store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. The executive producer of the Eagles Sports Network is Matt Pope. Producers Adam Cavalier, Andrew Rogers, Ian Johnson, Jay West, Brianna, She's Just a Girl DeCrow, and Matt Scalzo. I'm staff announcer Ernie Anderson. A special thanks to Carson-Newman and University